Do you want to get paid less for any value you bring to your customer? Obviously not. Do you prefer to pay more for products than they're actually worth? Remember a few months back when Payless opened up a fake luxury brand store called Paylessy, and they created a video that showed them charging hundreds of dollars for shoes that they normally sell for around $20?
We built a fake luxury store in Los Angeles and filled it with Payless shoes. The guests at our grand opening party had no idea.
They're elegant, sophisticated.
I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
These fashionistas actually paid $200, $400, and even $600 for Payless shoes. But you can get these same shoes at Payless for $19.99 or lower with our epic holiday deals. Why pay more when you can pay less?
Today, they announced that they are closing all their stores. Back in December, when they launched that video, Payless CMO Sarah Couch told Adweek the goal of the Paylessy stunt was to remind consumers Payless is still a relevant place to shop for affordable fashion. But the only people they invited were influencers. Maybe it was just a last hurrah. Obviously, too little, too late. I hope this is not the situation you ever find yourself in. First things first, Payless should have learned from this little prank that maybe they didn't have a great clue on how to actually merchandise their shoes, other than throwing them up on ugly shelves and through countless sales events that they ran. Let's look at the bigger picture at what might have gone wrong. Their narrative Payless wanted to promote, in her words, is that they are relevant and affordable. It is explicit in their name, Payless, that when you expect to buy into their story, that as a customer, you will pay less for products at their store. Hence, why their CMO speaks about being affordable. Jeff Bezos likes to say there are two kinds of companies, those that try to charge more and those that work to charge less. We will be the second, referring to Amazon. It is hard race to the bottom in a price war. It is work. Only the most efficient with systems and operations tend to win. This would give you the edge of operational excellence, or you can choose to accept lower margins and you better make it up on volume, but again, you have to have great systems in order to do that. The thing is, online shopping is kind of doing both of those. If Payless's internal systems and their internal narrative was truly to remain the retailer where you can get fashion for less, then they needed to constantly focus their resources on optimizing all the friction points along their supply chain and in the customer buying process in order to continuously optimize those systems to keep costs down and efficiency up. In a recent tweet, Mitch Nolan compared the lowest prices for men's slip-on sneakers at 4 different retailers. He found them at Payless for $29.99, at Target for $19.99, at Amazon for $9.99, and at Walmart for $4.50. Remarkable. It sure doesn't seem to pay less at Payless. They are no longer the only option today for low price, and they are not even the best option at low price. If you're anything like me, you know there is a balance between lowest price and quality too. And there is a place in women's wardrobes for disposable shoes. Now, let's dissect this term relevant that she mentioned. Relevant is relative. Were they relevant to the so-called social media influencers they played their stunt on? I'm not sure. What I do know is that all of us need to find ways to keep ahead of our customer expectations. Every customer expects the customer experience of a Disney, the communication of a Zappos, the seamlessness of an Uber, and the speed and efficiency of Amazon. These expectations impact every industry from B2C to B2B. After all, this is about people and their perceptions. Forget about Payless. According to a recent CEI survey, 86% of buyers will pay more for better customer experience. But only 1% of customers feel that vendors meet their expectations. If you aren't a Payless customer, ask someone who is. What did they think of the quality of the Payless customer experience? Think they communicated and treated customers better than Disney or Zappos, owned by Amazon, by the way? Was their shopping as seamless as ordering an Uber? We already know they did not adopt into the digital age and embrace e-commerce and new systems like Amazon's and their Kiva robots to increase efficiency. We all need to have honest conversations with ourselves and our teams to see where we stand in meeting today's customers' expectations. How do we compare to the Disneys, the Zappos, the Uber, and the Amazon? If we hope to break through the noise of today's marketplace and stay relevant to our customers. Our jobs as marketers are to understand how the customer wants to buy and help them to do so. This is how we stay relevant. In summary, when there's only one place to pay less for shoes, Payless was a great option. Today, there are dozens of options, and they're not the best one. And secondly, if you don't keep up with what your customers want and expect, your customers are in control of their buying process, of their buying journey, and they will go elsewhere. Keep focus in on reducing the friction and increasing motivation internally and externally. And I hope you'll never have to experience the kind of pain that Payless is going through today.